Hi, this tutorial is going to show you how to use the Marquee tools to create a three-dimensional version of your own name. So I have Photoshop open, ready to go. I'm going to need to make a new file, so I'm going to go File, New. I'm going to call this first initial last name underscore, going to go 3D name, and with the period of your choice. We're going to keep this at horizontal, so I'm going to do a width of 11 inches and a height of 8 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Now I'm going to make the zoom in, so I'm going to do Command 0 to make this full size. So I want to make sure that I add a new layer first because every letter will get a new layer. So I'm going to add a layer here, click New Layer. And there are a few different ways that you can do the marquee tools. The first way I'm going to show you is to use the rectangular marquee tool. And I'm going to do my last name, Janes. So I know that I have 6 letters, so I don't want to make each letter too big. I'm going to start out with a J. And now I have a big square box, and I'm going to use the subtraction tool to take out different pieces of this area. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to take this out here. I'm going to subtract this part. And I'm going to subtract this part here, and then one more subtraction here, and there's my J. So once I have my J, I'm going to fill in with a color of my choice. I'm going to do a bright blue, and I'm just going to, I need to get my opacity the whole way up. I'm just going to fill this in. Because it's selected, it will be filled in. Now, I need to make an exact copy of this. Do not deselect your space yet. So to make a copy, I'm going to click and hold and drag down on top of New Layer, and that will make me an exact copy. You will notice here, instead of Layer 1, I now have Layer 1 and Layer 1 copy. This is still selected, so I'm going to make this my shadow. I'm going to color this in black. Because it's still selected, it will still keep within that J area. It is done being colored in, so I'm going to deselect now. Now I need to get my color layer above my shadow, so I'm going to drag that above. And then if I grab my move tool, I can very carefully move that off to the side, and now it looks like three-dimensional. I can also use my arrow keys to slowly move this around for a more specific movement. Now, new letter will get a new layer, so I'm going to create a new layer for my A. This time I'm going to use the polygon tool. With the polygon tool, it's like a point to point, and you can create your own shapes. So I'm going to use this to create more of a bubble letter shape. And again, I'm going to connect my first and my last point, and I'm going to again make sure that I'm in the subtraction area because I want to subtract some of this metal out for my A. That looks good. And now I'm going to color it in. Now you can also use the gradient tool, and because this area is selected, it will color different. It'll do whatever gradient that you have. So I can do a horizontal gradient, I can do a vertical gradient, all kinds of different things. I kind of like the horizontal one, so I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to again duplicate this layer. So drag it down to New Layer. And then from here I can color in black for my shadow. I'm all done coloring in, so I can deselect. And then I'm going to move my color layer above my shadow layer, and then just very slowly move that up and over to the side. And now I have my A. So I would continue that on through all the rest of my letters. Okay, now that I have my name completely written, I have used a variety of areas and a variety of tools. I've used the Marquee tool and the Polygon tool. I've also used the subtraction tool to take away different parts. The last thing I need to do is to go to my background and to do a gradient color. So I'm just going to do a really light gradient here. I'm going to do like a really light blue, and I'm going to do a really nice like purple go in here. And I just have to add my gradient in here. There we go. Actually, I think I want to go this way. Let's go sideways. Maybe top down. There we go. I like that. So now I just need to save it. Command S, and I'm good to go. There is my three-dimensional name. Thank you.